My dear friend, I hope you're very well, you and your family, wherever you are. Our message today is quite simple. We need each other. Let me repeat. We need each other. I may say it differently. No one is an island. No one can be absolutely independent, and survive on this earth. This is not the way God set it up when he made heaven and earth. Take, for example, the water cycle. Water evaporates from an ocean, a stream, a lake, a pond, a swamp, a river. It rises, the vapor mingles with dust particles, forms clouds. The clouds then are driven by wind. Clouds cannot transport themselves. They are moved by the wind. And perhaps thousands of miles away, the clouds drop their load in the form of rain or snow or sleet. Some plants require animals to pollinate them, whether bees or bats or small living things. There is a system of interconnectedness and dependence that God built into creation. The earth is dependent upon the sun for its warming. Plants need sunlight. Tiny living things in the oceans get their nutrients from dust from the Sahara, thousands of miles away. The wind blows the dust into the air, it travels across the sky and falls on oceans, providing nutrients for marine life. We live in a world, in a system of interdependence. I need you, you need me. It may not be apparent to us how we need each other, but based on creation, it is clear that there is interdependence, interconnectedness. One needs the other. Romans 14:7, no one liveth to himself, no one dieth to himself. Jesus Christ, when he went into Gethsemane, he needed human company, and I use the word needed. The disciples fell asleep. God sent an angel, and the angel took the place of the disciples. Christ needed some other being with him to sustain him. When God made heaven and earth, God set it up so that there is a web of interconnectedness. Ellen White writes in Historical Sketches, page 143, paragraph 5, we are all woven together in the great web of humanity. And God holds us responsible for the influence we exert over others. The mere fact that children have to grow, only Adam and Eve were made as adults. Children are dependent upon parents for their upbringing, for their sustenance, for life. My dear friend, is there spiritual application? Yes. In this age of internet and online services, many people do not go back to the church to worship with the congregation. While I do not want to judge, I must say this is not wise. Satan loves isolated Christians. There is no replacement, wherever it's available, for communal worship, congregational worship. Worshiping alone, when congregational worship is available, is unwise and spiritually unsafe. I say again, Satan loves isolated Christians. As you keep the Sabbath holy, remember you are worshiping a God who set up a system of interconnectedness, one depending on the other. The tides in the ocean are dependent upon the gravitational force of the moon for their movement. If there were no tidal movements, there would be no distribution of oxygen and nutrients. This would be hazardous to marine life. As you keep the Sabbath holy, remember your presence on this earth is essential for someone else's well-being. Let me narrow it. Your presence in the church may be a blessing for someone else. Withdrawing your presence from the church may deprive that person of a blessing. Consider others as you live your life, and as you keep the Sabbath holy, may God use you to be a contributor to the blessing of others as you and I live in a system of interconnectedness and mutual dependence. Happy Sabbath, and God bless you and your family abundantly.